Okay, so every single person online keeps telling you that you need to build a personal brand first, build an audience, make content for months, and then maybe you're going to start making some money. Now, this is the regular info selling model that, to be completely honest, is far from being efficient and keeps a lot of experts broke. Now, we've helped experts with zero following close $3,000 deals in their first week using expertise arbitrage without having a funnel, without having an audience, and only focusing on cash. Now, if you have a skill that's proven to work and you're waiting to build a brand before monetizing it, you're leaving money on the table every single fucking day. Each day you spend making content that gets low views, or even if it goes viral, it will take you a while to build an audience of at least 5 to 10,000 followers. Instead of this, each day you could spend actually making cash and collecting case studies. Now, what is expertise arbitrage and who is it actually for? Now, this is for you if you're sitting on a valuable skill like some of our clients: game development, video editing, trading, Telegram channel monetization, design. And you know it works because either you've done it for yourself or you've taught others who got results, but you don't have a personal brand. Maybe you've posted a few times and got no views. Maybe you're overthinking your content strategy, and maybe you're scared to put yourself out there. Meanwhile, you're watching people who are less skilled than you printing more money online, and you're thinking, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Now, the problem is what you're used to seeing online. The mainstream advice is posting content for 6 months, growing your following, and only then trying to sell. And that's designed for people who are scared to hear no, because it's just a coping mechanism at the end of the day. Expertise arbitrage is the complete opposite of what you're used to. You validate your offer before you build anything. You get paid to prove your skill has market demand, and then you build everything else with the cash in your pocket. Now, if you're an expert hiding behind excuses like, I need to build first, or I have nobody to sell to, it means you're actually just scared to sell, in which case the info space is just not for you. But if you do have a real skill and you're tired of waiting for permission to monetize, keep watching, because I'm about to break down exactly how you can close high-ticket deals without having any sort of online presence. So what nobody tells you is that if you can't close one person in DMs, your funnel won't close thousands that you're dreaming of, because content won't fix a broken offer and followers won't monetize the knowledge that is not in demand. So the way expertise arbitrage actually works is you sell the transformation first, deliver the result, and then build the infrastructure of the cash that you made. And the 3-step framework that build out expertise arbitrage are the following that I'm about to break down. So phase 1 is validating in DMs and only focusing on the cash first. So you don't need a landing page, you just need to close one singular person who will pay you for your expertise. And for this, you can even use your existing network, like your friends, your past colleagues, or go straight to online communities where your ideal client hangs out. We're not talking cold DMs to strangers, we're literally talking about warm outreach to people who already know you have the skill. Ideally, you will get them to DM you first, asking to learn from you, and this is when you can pitch your offer to them. And your offer should be kept super fucking simple. For example, I help specific avatar achieve a specific result through your specific method, like making X amount of money in Y number of weeks of working together. You don't need to build an offer more detailed than this because you don't know what the market wants you to sell yet. So keeping it broad is the best play to stack cash and data. And one of our clients closed literally a $3,000 deal in his first week with this exact approach, with no audience and no content behind them. Just literally one DM conversation that proved people will pay for what he knows. So if you're watching this and thinking, okay, I have a skill, but I don't know how to position the offer or how to find these people or what to say in DMs, we've built the exact system for this. So, and we've used the same framework to help experts go from zero following to over $3,000 closes in their first week. And using our framework, we have people reaching out to us begging to pay without even having a personal brand, which we cover on our discovery call, which you can book down in the description below. Now, in phase 2 is delivering the result. Now, you work with the prospect that you close one-on-one, you figuring out exactly what works, what they struggle with, what language they use, and that's market research that you're literally getting paid for. Most people guess at what their market wants and then build a course around that guess, while you're literally getting paid to discover what actually works. And now finally, in phase 3 is when you refine and repeat your process. After you've closed 2 or 3 people or even more and then delivered that result, you have proof of concept. You know your offer works, you know people will pay, and you literally have a testimonial or more. And now you can build the funnel. Now you can actually start launching publicly. Now you can invest into ads and content. But you're doing it with cash in your pocket and data on what actually converts and what backs everything behind it. So the comparison of the traditional info selling path and expertise arbitrage looks exactly like this. The traditional path, you're spending 6 months building and hoping that something will work and praying that somebody is going to buy what you're selling. With expertise arbitrage, you make money within your first week, build with conviction and cash in your bank account. And finally, what you're going to do is scale after you get that first amount of cash. So after you made the first couple of sales, you have literally a couple of options. You can either launch publicly with a refined offer that you know exactly what messaging works because you've closed people on the one-on-one. You can reinvest the cash into a funnel or into ads or into content production or into all 3 of those things. But the key part is you're not going to be guessing anymore. You're literally going to be scaling on what's already proven. And that's the difference between expertise arbitrage and the build and pray approach that most people talk about and use. Think about it like this. If you make $3,000 in your first week, that's $3,000 that you can now take and reinvest into paid ads, into content, into hiring an editor, and into building a proper fucking funnel that is proven to work from that one client that paid you. Meanwhile, somebody who spent over 6 months building a free audience is still at $0 or actually is losing money, wondering if anybody is actually going to buy what they want to sell. Now, the 2 options that you have right now is either you can keep waiting, keep telling yourself that you need to build an audience fast, or keep watching people with your skill print more than you while you overthink your content strategy. Now for option 2, you can book a call directly with me and the team and we'll map out your exact expertise arbitrage plan. And if you're a good fit to work with us, you will start validating your offer in the market within the first week. You can close your first deal and prove to yourself that the people will actually pay you for what you already know, because you already have the skill, you already have the knowledge. The only difference between you and the expert making over $50,000 a month is that they stopped waiting for permission to monetize. Now the link for the call, I'll leave it down in the description. So let's get you paid for what you already know. But important thing to mention is that expertise arbitrage is not for everyone. So if you don't have a skill that's actually proven to work, this will not help you, and please do not book the call if that's the case. But if you are an expert sitting on the sidelines, then this will be your way in, and I will be dropping more sauce on expertise arbitrage, so subscribe if you did like this one.